All right. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea.
Hope you're doing well.
This is not good
Yeah.
because it's choppy. This is not working.
It's choppy right now?
I thought
don't
it was.
think so.
Okay, all
well,
right.
It's not now.
Well,
okay.
Now and then glance down just to make
Okay.
sure that it was okay.
That it's going. All
1, 2,
right.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. It's going.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to Q&A Thursday. I'm Lori Hollander.
And I'm Bob Hollander.
And we are here to answer your relationship questions. So, Bob, I know you told me you had an email from somebody who described...
I did. It was a guy who was very upset with his wife because she didn't understand his relationship, as she called it, with an office worker. And he was saying all he was really doing was talking to her. She listened to him. He was very open. They were very open. They were not talking very well. They were not... You don't like that?
No.
Oh, why not?
All right. It's worse than the way I explained.
It's worse than yours?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
My God. I didn't think anything could be as bad as that.
Okay, let's do it again. All right. Put your hand down. Okay.
What was wrong with that?
It wasn't concise.
Oh.
Okay.
Remember.
What am I remembering?
Concisement is in the mind of the thinker.
Beholder. Okay.
Beholder, yeah.
All right.
That was
okay, here we go. Let me do it, okay?
I just thought that you'd feel better about yourself when you saw me do it. I am always uplifting you. The wind between your wings or whatever.
Okay. Here we go again.
Okay.
All right. Hi, it's Lori Hollander here.
Bob Hollander here.
And it is Q&A Thursday where we answer your questions about relationships.
Still Thursday, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
So, we had a woman who sent in a question this week about an emotional affair. She accused her husband of having an emotional affair, and he was arguing that because he didn't have sex with his coworker that he became friendly with, that it was not an affair. And the story goes that he and his wife had been having communication issues themselves. His wife had been feeling sort of neglected. And then she finds out that he's taking this coworker out to lunch, and it bothered her.
Yeah, it would bother most women. I think for a guy, sometimes we can fool ourselves. We define it as someone to talk to, especially if there's a problem between you and your spouse and you're just talking, but there's also feelings going on up and back. And someone's listening to us, someone might even be admiring us, and a lot of times we don't see that, but we feel that, and that's why we do that. And that's, I think, what his wife is defining as an emotional affair.
Yeah. So he's not getting his needs met at home emotionally with his wife, and he's not connecting with his wife, and so he goes and seeks that emotional intimacy out there, and he rationalizes it by saying, we're just friends, and then says, I'm not cheating if I'm not having sex with that woman.
Right. I mean, it's a very real need that a guy is, but it doesn't mean that his wife doesn't feel it's an emotional affair. I can feel like I need it, but it's, I guess, what do I do with that need? How do I deal with that need?
Well, and that's the issue, because if you are not feeling like your emotional needs are being met, you don't go talk to somebody, a coworker, you bring it home. You take it back to your partner and say, I'm not feeling good about our relationship. I'm not feeling connected. But once you start going out there, it is that slippery slope.
Slippery slope, right. But, Lori,
yes,
there's a but here. What if he feels like he can't take those feelings back to his wife? He's got to talk with this woman.
Well, then he goes to a therapist, because otherwise his marriage will
Gives
be
up the woman.
in trouble.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's really, when you say an emotional affair, It's really about the breaking of trust with your spouse because it becomes a secret, and that
Right.
is what becomes the betrayal. It's
Right.
not necessarily about having a physical relationship. It is about taking your feelings somewhere else
Right.
and sharing them with another person.
And I think a lot of guys forget that probably this is going to come out, and they don't anticipate the consequences of something like this because it will be a betrayal.
Mhm.
It will be a lack of a building of a lack of trust,
Mhm.
and that's something that cannot be easily overcome
Right.
in a
Once it
relationship.
starts.
Yes.
Yeah. So the response here is that might be the beginning of an emotional affair, and the woman and her husband, we would suggest that they have deeper conversation with each other. If they can't work it out, talk to a therapist, because any person that you might be attracted to out there should be friends of the relationship.
Right.
And I always say, if you're at lunch with somebody and your partner could not be right there sitting next to you, if you would feel funny about that, then something's wrong.
And don't, in this situation, this guy is fooling himself. You're not going to work out your problems by talking to another woman.
Right.
You're going to work them out by going back to your spouse or your partner or seeing a therapist.
Right. Okay. So we will see you next week, and send us your questions to
Right.
info@relationshipswork.com.
Good.
Take
Good seeing you
care.
again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Pretty good.